Hi, this is Alex Skolnick. I'm very excited to be here at Guitar World doing these lessons. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about blues. Blues is a link between many styles of music, rock, jazz, country, you name it. It's all connected by the blues. But I want you to be able to expand your blues playing. So many of us start out learning scale patterns like this. Right? And that'll work in a blues, but when you hear real blues or you hear blues in a jazz context, there are many other notes that kind of add flavor and color. So if you ever hear anything where there's a major note, but it's preceded by a minor note, right, it suddenly takes on this very bluesy quality. So well-known melodies you might have heard. Right, or okay, so that last one is by Horace Silver. Right. So what I want you to do is take this pattern. So all this is just a triad: root, major third, fifth. Right, and we're approaching the major third from the minor third, and it gives you this little pattern. Right, and you can move that through the basic blues changes: 1, 4, and 5. Right, so right now I'm playing it C. Right, I can move it to F. Right, and we can move it back to C. Then we can move it to G. And back to F. And back to C. Okay, so now I'll play that on top of a slow blues rhythm. The rhythm, by the way, is just root, flat 7, 3. Now, this is known as a shell voicing if you're playing piano, because it doesn't have any extra notes, any extended notes. You could always add extended notes, such as this or this. But for blues, for a basic blues rhythm, I'm just going to play these 3 notes. And we're also going to slide into it from a half step below. Right? And then for our F chord, we're just going to move the 3rd and 7th down a half step. It gives us this, and now the root is here. Right? So not to get too technical, but that's an inversion. So the whole thing inverts. And then our G7 is here. So just as the most basic example, of a colorful blues, and this is not the vamp that you'll hear in rock and roll, which is, although you could use those together. But, in traditional blues, you'll often hear chords like this. Okay, so I'm going to lay down a vamp using just those 3 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch how I move this pattern. Okay, so all I did was move this pattern through the changes. So it really brings out the color of the blues chords. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson on the blues. In future columns, I'm going to be elaborating on a lot of these same ideas. So I hope you check it out, and happy practicing.